Hey, let's take a look at Opsette Forms. This is a React form app that we use inside of Opsette to replace having to subscribe to Typeform and fill out. And I personally love Airtable, but I can't wait to retire my Airtable subscription, especially for my contacts. And as you can see, I'm already moving in here. So I'm running my business V-Build out of Opsette Forms. If you have any questions about Opsette and want to test it for your business, feel free to reach out. I'm going to leave our beta application inside of the video description. But let me show you what these forms can do. So obviously here it says engage with your audience, and let me give you a tour here. So we have our header that shows you the number of forms that you've created. So these are the forms I've created and how many forms are live. These are published, meaning you actually can access these forms. If you want to pause my video when I open it up and submit one, feel free to do that. I'll also leave my discovery form inside of the video description in case you want consultation on your business systems and seeing if I may be able to help you or if Opsette would be a good fit for you. So aside from that, you have a create form button. You can manage forms. So you'll see your forms page here. Any quirky behavior like this is crazy. We really need to truncate this line. This app is still in development. So when I say beta, this app is basically raw. But let me go back to our main forms page. We have some starter templates that we created here that you are free to use and make as your own, and then basically save them with your own form name. But let me go into my discovery form because that's the most evolved one. Cool. So this is the form builder. On the left side, you're going to see your field library, and let me tell you what we got here for fields. So for layout, you can set up entire sections. So you can group a bunch of fields together in one section, and then you can actually set visibility for that section. For example, if you want to have the user fill out or the end user fill out a bunch of fields, but only if they select a certain answer from previous, then you would want to group the conditional fields inside of this section. Let me go ahead and show you. You can drag and drop it. And you have conditional visibility. So it's going to offer you to show this field when or hide this field when based on, actually based on any field in the form. So if you click on the drop down, it's going to find all of the fields that you already created, and you can set the stipulation. So I know that this is a multi-select option. You can choose when this section is actually going to be visible, when it's going to be shown, or when it's hidden. So that's a pretty cool thing. You can drag fields into the form. So now this contact name field will only show when the preferred contact. It's kind of backwards, but I'm just showing you as an example. So now let's say you don't want this section anymore. You can delete the group, keep the fields. Also, I haven't saved anything, so no worries about messing up this handy form that you can actually type into your browser and submit if you'd like. You have preview mode. So this will show you the form. You can view it and see how it looks in mobile view. You can copy the form link to share. And you can also embed the form. So here you have an embed page that shows you how the form would look. You can set the height. It gives you the iframe or embed code, and you can choose to hide branding, make the background transparent, and hide header if you want. I think all of these should work. And let's see, so layout, we can add some rows. So here we have a couple of fields that I wanted side to side. You can do 2 columns, 3 columns. You can have one wider, one narrow, and wide. You have a heading section. So if you just want to insert sections above other fields, just kind of like to break your form apart, you can do that. We have our divider and our basic text input fields. The number field does have a validator, so it won't save the form if any other character is inputted besides a numeric value. Our choice fields, drop down, single and multi-select, and a checkbox, and then date and time selector. We also have our field settings, our form settings rather. So this is the name of my form with my description. This text field is resizable. Here's your form URL. After submission, you can show what the user will actually see. If you want to have them redirected to another website, you can do that. My favorite thing, which we actually just built today, is this background styling. So I'm going to go ahead and set it to our dots background. And then the submit button, I think I want to get it, color it a little bit darker. Hopefully it looks okay. And notification email if you like. I'm going to close that, save my form with my updates, go into preview, and now we have the dots and my darker button. Cool. So end users would fill out all of these fields, and then once they select, you will be able to view form submissions inside of the submissions page here. So let me just open one. This is just a test. Sorry, let's go back in and open up the submissions details. So here you can see all of the data that was submitted in each of the fields. And then soon what we'll be able to implement is dashboards for forms, so you can actually do kind of like a survey review. Here are form statuses. So if I wanted to mark this as new again, then I could do that. And then as you can see, the stat updated, 1 new, 2 total, and then 2 within the last 7 days. So pretty cool. If you want to avoid another subscription, Opsette has got your back. You can use these professional forms. Well, we're also going to implement form mapping. So if you want to tie a contact form into to upload in your contacts directory, which I'll show in another video, we're going to have the ability to do that then. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at ruthnie@dbuild.co. I'm going to drop my email address inside of the description field, along with all of the links that I mentioned to share. I did not pause this video, and I'm not going to edit it. Thanks for your time.